This video will show you how to connect to the Apple TV in your smart classroom. If you have one, you will know that you have one when you see the iPad button on your HDMI switcher. So that is the first thing you need to do, is to switch to iPad output source. The first thing you need to do in a 7th generation classroom is to turn on the overhead projector. To do that, on the control panel, you will see the on button. You press the on button and it will beep. It takes about 15 seconds for it to warm up. During that time, you can then go ahead and start figuring out which source that you want to utilize with the overhead projector. Okay, now we're ready to connect the iDevice to the Apple TV. First, it's very important that you know which classroom you're in, because there's multiple classrooms with multiple Apple TVs. So if you're not sure which classroom you're in, just look outside the door. All right, next we need to get into the control panel of your Apple device. For me, my little trick is I kind of start below the button here and then I press up, and that brings up this control panel. Then we're going to find AirPlay, press AirPlay. You're going to see a whole list of the classrooms. I know that I'm in ACAD 111, so I'm going to press that. Now, the next thing is, do you want to mirror? Yes, I'm going to turn that on. All right, now it's already up on the screen, and next I'm going to show you how to do a couple of things using the Apple TV. Show you iBooks. That is a place that you're going to have saved a PowerPoint as a PDF there, as very common and popular to utilize there. But any iBooks that you have saved, you can come in here and interact with it. Now, if you want to change the orientation, you can move your phone up and down, and this is true in an app as well, so you should be able to just orient the way you need it to for your students to be able to see it. So I'm going to get out of that. The other thing I'm going to show you is apps. You know, any app that you can bring up on your screen is going to show up here. But we'll caution that if it is an app that you've not utilized before, you may want to interact with it a little bit to see if it's going to behave the same way you expect working through the Apple TV. But here, as again, I can utilize this. It has sound, so if there is sound to be played, it will play it. El hombre. Okay, so, amen. There we go. So I'm interacting with this. Oh, yay, I'm correct. Okay.
La niña.
El niña. Now, if you're not hearing the volume, you need to check either the volume on your phone, or this is utilizing the volume of the system here. You can turn it up or down here. So you can play music, videos, you can interact with an app that has sound. So just remember that the students can see everything that you can see on your iDevice. Okay. One of the primary troubleshooting issues you may have is that when you go and actually hit AirPlay, if you're not seeing a list of classrooms to connect to, there could be one of two problems going on here. Either you do not have your Wi-Fi enabled, or you're not connected to the WC iDevice's Wi-Fi, which is necessary for your phone or device to communicate with the Apple TV. So let me show you how to correct one of those at least. Immediately, if you go to your settings, you need to make sure that your Wi-Fi is on. Okay, so my Wi-Fi is on, and I am currently connected to WCI devices, so that is why it's working for me. If you are not connected to WCI devices and need to have access to that, please contact Technology Services and we'll be more than happy to get you set up. One troubleshooting thing is you could be going along your merry little way and suddenly your signal gets hijacked. It's going to look something like this. Oh dear, that's not what's on here. When this happens, it is somebody in another room thinks they're in ACAD 111. And when that happens, you just need to connect your, go through the same steps. You're going to brush up, get your control panel up, hit AirPlay, and take over ACAD 111 again. Okay. Last but not least, you do want to disconnect as we don't continue to present to this projector when you're done. So you need to do the same maneuver of going into your control panel. You're going to press the ACAD, that brings up this screen, and you're going to click your iPhone. When you do that, that releases the screen and releases you are no longer projecting from your phone. You just need to disconnect from or turn the projector off. For turning off the overhead projector, you do need to wait until you're completely done with your presentation. Turning it on and off multiple times during your lesson can shorten the life of the overhead projector's bulb. So wait till you're entirely done, and when you are, simply press the off button, and the machine will begin to power off and cool.